Tonight, for the first time since his arrest, we're hearing from militia leader Ammon Bundy. This is KOIN 6 News at 5 o'clock. I'm Jennifer Hoff.
I'm Jeff Gianola, and Bundy's lawyers delivered the recorded message today from their offices in Eugene, while Bundy remains locked up in the Multnomah County Jail. In the defiant message, Bundy takes the federal government to task for infringing on what he says are the rights of the people.
The results of government officials ignoring the people are acts like the takeover of the Malheur refuge. Taking over the refuge was not only right, it was the duty of the people to do.
Well, Bundy says the government ignored protesters following the imprisonment of Harney County ranchers Stephen and Dwight Hammond last month.
Bundy and 15 others are now formally charged for their role in that occupation.
And we've learned that includes the 4 people still at the wildlife refuge. They refused to leave. Our Cole Miller live tonight in Burns, continuing our coverage now. Cole?
Well, Jeff, Jennifer, good evening. Everyone named in that indictment faces 1 count of felony conspiracy, but there could be more charges coming down the road. Now, that armed takeover, it began just south of here in January, but prosecutors say that it dates all the way back to October of last year, the events leading up to that takeover. Now, according to court documents filed yesterday and unsealed today, those 16 individuals, including the Bundy brothers, and the 4 people still at the refuge here, knowingly and willfully conspired together using force, intimidation, and threats to keep U.S. Fish and Wildlife workers from doing their job. Now, starting on October 5th, 2015, prosecutors say 2 conspirators traveled here to Harney County to warn the sheriff of, quote, extreme civil unrest if certain demands were not met. Then, in November, court documents say people were then recruited for the cause. On January 2nd, you'll remember the wildlife refuge was taken over. Defendants accused of threatening violence against anyone who attempted to remove them. A criminal defense attorney tells KOIN 6 that conspiracy charge carries up to 6 years in federal prison, but more charges are a possibility.
So it's possible that this was sort of an initial, just get everybody in, get them charged, get them into the system, and then as the government continues to investigate, continues to get additional evidence, there may well be more charges down the line.
Says the likelihood of all 16 going on trial together is slim, and that some may try to cut plea deals.
There's a lot of power that the federal government has in a criminal prosecution, and it's pretty common as time goes on to see even some of the more stalwart defendants who've been saying no deal, I'm going to take this to trial, to start realizing what their exposure is and start looking for a way to minimize that.
And back out here live tonight, it's unclear if a federal arrest warrant has been issued for the 4 still holding up at that refuge. Now, we reached out to the FBI to see if they've been in communication with those individuals or have any plans in the works to remove them. They said they have no comment at this time as its investigation is still ongoing. Live tonight in Burns, Cole Miller.